Your Excellency, may I kindly ask you to introduce yourself shortly?
Okay, thank you very much indeed. My name is Ilham Ahmed. I am the ambassador of Sudan in Germany. I came to Berlin last October when I presented my credentials to His Excellency, the Federal President of Germany. And afterwards, I'm trying to settle down and to get to know Germany, German people, institutions. And to me, this has been a special privilege to serve my country here in this great country.
Today, the women of Sudan in Berlin celebrate the International Women's Day. What does it mean to be a woman in today's Sudan?
Yeah, actually, I was extremely happy to be with my sisters here in this celebration on the occasion of the International Women's Day, which is a very dear occasion to all of us as women. Of course, women in Sudan, I wouldn't say that we have known liberty and freedom recently. Actually, Sudanese women have been quite active throughout history. If you heard my speech this afternoon, I have referred to the Nubian civilization and how the Kandakas, or the women queens in the Nubian civilization, they had a very important role by ruling the country and the region. And since then, Sudanese women have developed considerably. It is worth mentioning that the very first parliamentarian in the Middle East was from Sudan. That was the late Miss Fatma Ahmed Ibrahim, who became member of the parliament in 1964, which is quite impressive at that point in time. In addition, of course, Sudanese women have entered all spheres of life as doctors, diplomats, engineers, soldiers, army officers, in the police, you name it. Even the fairest judges in our region, especially Sharia judges, were from Sudan. So I can talk a lot about how Sudanese women entered the sphere of different spheres of life. And today, as we speak, Sudanese women have contributed a lot during the December Glorious Revolution that has, changed the former regime in 2019. They have contributed a lot. They have taken to the street and they have proven themselves. Most of them were young women, and of course their mothers and their daughters. So being a Sudanese, I'm very proud to be a Sudanese woman and to be part of our generation.
During this glorious revolution against the regime, some women became really famous and iconic.
Yes.
As you probably remember, and their pictures went around the globe, and
Yes.
they were really celebrated by a lot of newspapers and outlets.
Indeed, that really happened, and we will always hold those memories very dear to our hearts. And actually, still, the work of the Sudanese women and the young Sudanese women continues until today. It might interest you to know that according to some statistics, graduates from colleges like the College of Medicine and Engineering, the majority are women actually, compared to men or compared to young men.
Also, as I know from my previous visits to Sudan, a lot of women study at the universities of Sudan. Maybe even more women study at the universities than men. So my final question would be, how did Sudan achieve that Sudan empowers women as well as your country does?
Yeah, that is how I explained earlier, because basically the Sudanese society is an open society. Generally, people are quite tolerant, including in the family life, and they celebrate girls the same way they celebrate boys. It used to be, of course, different in the past, but of course, it is no longer the case. So whenever you have a girl child or a baby girl, then the family or the parents would be very happy. So it is part and parcel of our upbringing, of our tolerant, society and tolerant temperament.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you, and thank you
you.
for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.